you doing, Groovy Ghoulies? I am back with a new review, and we are back with Wednesday, Season 2. They just completed that a couple weeks ago. They had a split where it was 1 week it was 4 episodes, and then a couple weeks later they would do the remaining 4 episodes, 8 in total. I wanted to wait until the whole season was done so I could really discuss it. And instead of waiting 2 years to do a review, I decided to do it relatively right afterwards. So here we go. Okay. Now, let's see. As always, I'll bring up who, what, where. And the Wednesday Season 2 is still created by Alfred Grove and Miles Miller. It's co-executive produced by Tim Burton and Jenna Ortega this time. She has a little bit more say in the product. Okay, here we go. We still got Jenna Ortega as Wednesday, Emma Myers as Enid, Hunter Doohan as Tyler, Evie Templeton is debuting as Agnes DeMille, and let's see, Owen Painter as Isaac Knight, Joy Sunday as Bianca, Isaac Ordunz as Pugsley, Louis Guzman as Gomez, Catherine Zeta-Jones as Morticia, Fred Armisen as Fester, Joanna Lumley as Grandmama Frump, and Steve Buscemi is the new principal. He is Barry Dort. Whew. And that's not everybody. There's actually still quite a bit of cast. And, all right, now, what's this season about? And, okay. Here are the plots. Okay. Wednesday gets a vision of Enid's deaths. Bianca is hiding her mom on campus for mysterious reasons. They're hiding from someone. Barry Dort is trying to use Bianca to gain money from the Addams family. Enid is in a love triangle. Wednesday is being stalked by some mysterious stranger. Also, there is a mysterious killer controlling birds. We have Thing's backstory. Wednesday's vision changes. Now, one of the Addams will die. Tyler and his mom escape. Oh, his mom's alive, by the way. And Pugsley gets a zombie friend. Okay, I think that's going to lead me into what's good and what's not so good about this season, and I think you can probably guess, is there is more plots in this thing than a cemetery. I have a lot of feelings about that. Okay, we actually have the main crux of the story starts out with her Wednesday being stalked when she gets back to the school by someone with birds, and we get the feeling that, you know, this stalker is the same character, as well as Enid and its connection to Enid in her potential death. And to make matters worse, Wednesday loses her ability to tell the future, so she can't go any further than this vague idea that Enid dies and it's her fault. So that starts her on the mystery. That leads her into another mystery. All the while, we got some other things going on now. As the usual control freak that puts everybody emotionally at arm's distance, Wednesday is afraid for Enid and afraid that if she gets too close, she will inadvertently get her killed. So she's been pushing her aside as she has been doing this, which of course is hurting their relationship, and she feels left out, not realizing that she is doing this for her. And of course, Wednesday is not a person to really say that. That leaves Enid and the first 4 episodes having the subplot of a love triangle. Now, one of the things Jenna Ortega wanted to get rid of was the introduction of love triangles for Wednesday. She had them last season. The writers, Miller and Grove, they just love triangles. They just can't not write them. Okay, they had a compromise, so we'll give it to the secondary character. Enid has it. And it's okay. Like, it has a realistic, like, vibe to it where distance doesn't make the heart grow fonder, and she and her Medusa boyfriend they kind of grow apart, and she gets more involved with the werewolf guy, and that's natural because she's like a werewolf, and she discovers she's an alpha. Oh yeah, she discovers she's an alpha. That's another plot. So all right, she's going through all this, and with I am going to try and not spoil this, but it's really hard not to discuss this without spoiling it. But we have this murder mystery. Some mysterious killer is stalking Wednesday, but it turns out one of the stalkers is just this girl who's obsessed with her, Agnes, who is a person who can turn invisible. And she's played, I mentioned before, Evie Templeton. She is a fairly newcomer. She is 16, and she has a lot of really good, strong energy. She's really good in this role. And she does add to the scene she's in. And her eyes are so big. I don't know if they do anything with makeup to enhance them or anything like that, but they are very vivid and strong. She looks like a Tim Burton character in real life. So I would not be surprised if you see this actress pop up in a future Tim Burton movie because she just has just such an amazingly strong look, and they really do take advantage of that. As far as Tim Burton really knows to use that to their advantages. So, okay, all right. So, halfway through the story, we realize that there's something going on at the insane asylum where Tyler's being kept. So that's where probably the person who can control birds is, and we have this misleading misdirect, and then it ends with the reveal of who it is, as well as several potential villains are killed. And Tyler escapes, and we realize that his mom has been secretly imprisoned there, and she's a Hyde as well, and she escapes with him. And the vision of Enid dying changes because of what she does, and now Adams will die. So we completely change the point of starting into this adventure. So, all right, as I'm saying, a lot of this is going on, and I have some feelings. First off, the bad, obviously, I'm going to go with, and the bad is you're kind of not sure where the story is going, and I'm not as confident that they had a really strong plot as far as what they want to do with this season, or maybe they had just too many ideas and they just didn't have enough to cut. Maybe that's a problem with 8 episodes. Maybe if this had been a 10 to 12 episode season, maybe these plots would have been not as intrusive, not falling on top of each other. That would have probably been better. Now, for the good, it does have an accidental advantage in a couple things. One, I had no idea where the story was going. You can't say it was predictable. And two, it avoids a problem that I have with a lot of modern streaming shows, in that a lot of streaming shows, and Marvel does this quite a bit with their Disney Plus shows, is that they'll feel like just a movie stretched out to 6 to 8 to 10 episodes, and they'll have one plot. And a lot of these times, I have to be honest, about around the 3rd or 4th episode, I'll start getting bored because it's one story. And you're watching one story as a 5-hour film. That is if you binge the thing. But if you come back and watch it weekly or daily, it's a little less arduous, but still, it's tough. This way, with so many things bumping into each other, I didn't really feel bored at all. Confused sometimes, yes. A little lost, yes, but never bored. So there's that. So let's jump to the performances. Everybody's on board. Everybody, I don't care what you say about the show, everybody looks like they're having fun. Let's see, the main cast, and also one of the big advantages they do is they refocus on the Addams family. Addams family kind of took a side step into this, and we mainly focused on Wednesday and these other characters in the murder mystery of season one. Season two, several of the mysteries and plots do involve the Addams family, so we get to see more of them, and they take home in a guest house on campus, and they redress it up as their mansion very quickly. And it's kind of funny. It's kind of like just having them around, and it does feel more like an Addams Family series, just with Wednesday at the lead. That does kind of like still butt heads with the procedural detective focus that Grove and Miller want to do. Sometimes Wednesday just doesn't feel like Wednesday when she has to get into these more specific detective interview scenes. It just feels a little off. I wish they had having Wednesday do mysteries is fine, and matter of fact, I like it. But I don't know. I just wish they wouldn't go about it in such an obvious way. Maybe I don't know. I keep thinking about a rewrite. Maybe having it be more of a visual storytelling with how she approaches these things, or I don't know. It really does feel like amateur detective a little bit too strongly, which I don't know if this Wednesday or any Wednesday kind of feels that way. I don't know. It just feels a little too stilted, if that makes any sense. But oh boy, about a bunch of the new characters. We finally get Grandmama Frump, and she wasn't in the previous season. And Joanna Lumley playing her is really, this is a departure from any other version I've seen of her. And like, she's a little haggy witch generally, and this time around she's basically like, I don't know, like Elon Musk's mom, but not as evil. If that makes any sense. She has this kind of grand, well-to-do, rich, snobby evilness about her that's really glamorous. I don't know. It's really good. Grandmama was never like a top 3 favorite of mine. So if they want to do something different, yeah, go ahead. And what they replace it with is interesting. And I like Joanna Lumley a lot. So let her do what she likes to do, and it's kind of fun. It fits in with the rest of the Addams Family in this particular one. Let's see. Gomez is great. We get to see more of him as kind of the heart of the family. Guzman, I think, really is stronger this season in the role than he was last time around. I really love him in it, and he's really lovable and creepy. Pugsley gets to do probably the most I've seen him do since maybe the 90s or 60s shows, where he gets things to do. His plot with a zombie that he befriends because he's lonely, and he doesn't make friends with the obvious roommate he has until the second half of the series, that he realizes, oh yeah, I had a friend right here with the bugs. Their pairing works really well, and I don't know, some of the scenes with the zombie kind of reminds me of the film Fido. If you've ever seen that film, it's rather amusing, and I like him in the role, by the way. He's really good. It's the most interesting Pugsley has been in a very long time, so very good. You made a good Pugsley. Steve Buscemi has a plot which I kind of felt was on the horizon as far as where it was going to lead to. And it's just a matter, we have so many villains in this season where you don't know who's going to be really the lead villain, and you think it is one character for a little while, and then they get killed, and oh, okay, I guess we're not following this plot. So yeah, like I said, there's a lot of plots, and if you're willing to kind of just let go and just take the ride, I think it's a little more easier to digest, frankly. Also, hey, we have a Thing origin, and I believe this is the first time we've got a real Thing origin. It's funny. I wish they played it up a little stronger for laughs, but it's still pretty amusing, and I won't get into where. It happens at an interesting point in the story. So yeah, did I like it? Yes, I like the Wednesday series. I don't know if I say I love it. It's not great, but it's good, and I do enjoy the show. I'm a Adams Family guy anyway, and like Ortega and Myers are so good in these roles. I think one of the bigger problems actually is that they because of the point of a couple of the stories, they're kind of split up a lot. And one of the things I like so much is their dynamic, and the way they play off each other is really amusing. And they don't use that advantage for most of the season, which is unfortunate. It does end with this plot that really does seem to kind of tie them together, and I don't know what they're going to do and how long that plot will resonate through the rest of the season three. Will it be summed up pretty early, or will it be like the whole season? I don't know. I can't tell. But let's see. Yeah, I have fairly mixed feelings. I'm leaning towards a medium recommend. I think it's good. If you like Adam's Family, if you like the previous season, check it out. I think it has some advantages over the last season. It has some confusing issues versus the previous season, which had a more straightforward plot, where this one kind of is all over the place. So if you're willing to forgive that, I think it's worth checking out, particularly if you like this crew. And this crew, I think, is doing a pretty good Adam's Family. Oh, I forgot. I enjoy Fester a lot. Fester is such a... I really do like Fred Armisen as Fester. And every time he's on screen, he just eats it up, and it's great. Oh, okay. I think that's all I have to say. Pretty good season. I would probably give it just barely 4 out of 5 Ram chips. It's close to 3, maybe a 3.5, but I'm nice, so I'll give it like a full 4. But I'd give it as a medium recommend. If you didn't care for previous season, I don't know if you'll like this one. If you love the previous season, you might still like it. And I think an average Adams Family fan, I think, would like this. It's definitely favors the Adams Family a little bit more this season around. So take that as you will. All right, hey, what did you think of the season? How many plots did you count? I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I counted 10 plots in 8 episodes. So oh crap! I didn't even talk about the body switch episode. The body switch episode is actually one of my favorite parts of the season. Myers and Ortega have a lot of fun with it, and it's an absurd, silly story, and I kind of like that. And something I hope they do in the next season is it would be great if they did more absurd, kind of old sitcom-y type of plots, but maybe with a darker tone. That would be fun, because we got like more of the Addams Family, and we got a couple of goofy plots in it. Yeah, let's do it. Let's not take this so seriously. There. Okay, that's what I said. All right, now, what did you think of the season? Did you have too many plots with it? Was there just enough plots? Let me know in the comments below. You can find me on all sorts of different links. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, League of Comic Geeks, and Substack. The links are there. You can support this channel at just $1 a month over on Patreon. And if you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, that would help me quite a bit. All right, so I think that's it for now. Push the button, Lindsay.